Yes. If only you lived in the same city. Anyways, okay.
No, we would just do this all day. This is
You
so
should
fun.
move.
Oh yeah, okay. Let me just pick up everybody.
Let me just sort that out.
Okay. Hi guys. Welcome to episode 3 of Bob TV. It's me and Sharon again. Doing the happy dance. Okay. So question number 3 comes from Jessica, and she says, "Hi guys, how do I turn away orders for various reasons without being a jerk?" You know, simple but to the point, really. How do I say no?
Yeah.
Is what I think she's asking. All right, Sharon.
Well, okay, there are plenty of ways to say no without being a jerk. One of them, usually I would use the excuse, and for me, you know, the reasons I turn away orders, usually it's not my style, or I just don't feel like doing them, or I might just genuinely be busy. And the easiest way is you can just tell them a couple of things like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm fully booked out, or I'm going to be away during that time. It's quite simple, really, and that's, I don't know what else to add to that. It's not...
I think that when there's a legitimate reason, you won't be in town, you're booked out, whatever, then it's a really simple reply. Mm-hmm. Dear James, Summer, Naomi, whatever your name is, dear sir, madam, thanks so much for your inquiry. This is probably how I would do it. Yeah. Thanks so much for your inquiry. I'd love to make you something for your event. Unfortunately, I'm booked out that week, so I can't do it. However...
You can recommend someone.
Exactly. Yeah. However, I highly recommend Jane down the road at moreawesomecakes.com or whatever her business name is. She does great work, and hopefully I can help you out next time. The reason I always say to refer work is for a couple of reasons. One, that work's going to be a boomerang. It's going to come back to you. Ooh, nice Aussie reference. Yeah. There. It's going to come back to you in spades. So if you're referring to locals, they're probably going to refer to you, which means that you're going to get good, you'll get more business down the line. And the other reason I recommend referring is because customer service is the #1 thing you've got to be looking at. I don't care how beautiful your cakes are. If you are a jerk or you treat people like a jerk, they're not going to come back to you. Yeah. You want them to come back to you. Now, some people say, Michelle, why would I refer anyone if that means that next time they'll just go straight to that person? You know what? They might. But if next time they go to that person and that person's busy, guess what? They're going to come back to you because you were the nicest person to say, hey, I can refer somebody else. Yeah. It develops a community. It gives that person great service. And ultimately, we're all in business to solve someone's problem. Yeah. If you can solve their problem by saying, hey, I can't do it, but here's somebody who can, you're still giving them a solution.
Yeah. And the fact is that, you know, if they can't have you this time, they might have a friend that they can recommend you to. And
yeah, absolutely. So if they had a friend who said, hey, I need a kid's birthday cake done, they might go, oh, I really wanted to book in with Michelle, but she was busy, but try her because maybe she'll be free that week or whatever. Yeah. Now, if you need to turn away an order for a reason which is not scheduling, or I was going to say not legitimate, but that's not quite right. I just mean, if it's not a reason of circumstance, if you want to just say no to an order because the cake is ugly, because you heard this person is a nightmare client, because... What's another reason you would say no? I don't know. Yeah. You just, for whatever reason other than scheduling or availability, maybe it's just not your style, whatever, some reason you want to say no, then there's 2 ways you can go about this. The first way is to lie. I know, I feel bad saying that, but it's true.
It's a white lie.
It's a white lie. That's right. It's a white lie. The response is still the same. Dear Jane, thanks so much for your inquiry. I'd love to work it out for you. Unfortunately, I'm booked out that week, and that's the end of that. She doesn't need to know anything else. And again, I would still refer her on to somebody else. Well, except if they're a nightmare. Yeah. Maybe don't refer the nightmares. But basically, just tell a white lie and say you're busy, you're booked, whatever. Similarly, like, I've said no to orders because, you know, my child has something on. They don't need to know my child has something on. I just say I'm booked out. If it's a matter of style and that's just not your thing, then again, I would still politely say, thanks so much. Feel free, you got to thank them first. And then you say, you know, I'd love to make this for you. However, this really isn't my style, or here's somebody who can do it better, whatever. I think as long as you're polite and you remember that #1, you need to thank them for their inquiry and say, hey, thanks for choosing me to contact first. That's really important. #2, you tell them how you're going to solve their problem, or you give them somebody else to solve their problem. And #3, you politely thank them and say, I look forward to dealing with you next time, or helping you next time. Because again, it's all about helping them with their problems. Yeah. So saying no isn't being a jerk. Saying no is just saying, I can't do it this time.
It's how you say it that makes you a jerk or not.
Right, it's exactly right. It's how you say it. It's not just the act of saying no which makes you seem like a jerk. So don't be afraid to say no. And one of my favorite expressions, actually, it's the things you say no to, which then enable you to say yes. So you never know. Just because you said no to one thing might mean that something better is coming around the corner, or you never know what opportunity is coming around the block.
That's right.
Yeah, you're in the business to serve. So serve people, and sometimes the best way to serve them is by saying, sorry, I can't help you this time, but here's somebody who can, okay? And don't be that guy. Don't be that jerk guy.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching Bob TV.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to seeing
See
you on
next
tour.
time.